Hey, hey, what's up, Ricky? Once again, I'm finishing my dinner as the stream is starting. That's done. Might have to turn this fan down. All right, we got some fresh invaders. So fresh. To try out and make sure that they work. I'm going to start with the Stalker. I decided to rename Godskin Fang and Talon into Godskin Hunter and Stalker, and did I go online? I thought I went online. Now. No, I don't want to go there. Can I invade from up here? I'm guessing no. No, okay. Do yourself some meal prep. Okay, this is... fuck, I didn't put a goddamn... Okay, there's a wank. There's a wank. Put some fucking talismans on. What the fuck is this guy's talisman supposed to be? Shit. We don't need to do that for... We don't... Because when I upgrade the next guy, I'm going to put talismans on. Part of the upgrading process is changing the talismans. Talismans. God damn, man. Okay. You ended up pickling 30 eggs? Holy shit. I saw boiled peanuts on the shelf at Walmart yesterday and thought of you, Ricky. Okay. Now we should be able to wield all of the weaponries. There we go. And that's set. All right, and we get to see how shitty this build is at low levels. Or lower levels. The diarrhea peanuts? Is that just boiled peanuts everywhere, or boiled peanuts from Walmart give you diarrhea? Motherfucker was all kinds of panicky, squatting and shit. Look at these fucking nerds playing the game for their friend, like a couple of assholes. What a bunch of fucking assholes, man. Ribbidi-bidi-bidi-doo. Ribbidi-bidi-bidi-doo. Wondering where I was? I haven't been, I mean, my new streaming schedule, I don't know if you've been paying attention, but I decided that I was going to push my start time back to 8 p.m. Eastern and only go for 4 or 5 hours a night instead of, like, you know, starting at like 6 or 7 o'clock and going for 6 or 7 hours. And I've been liking it. It's given me my evenings back. Like that 6 to 8 o'clock time on the days I don't teach. Like, I get a lot done. I've been getting a lot done. Now, most of it has been in regards to, you know, shit I'm doing on Elden Ring. But once I get done with that, this invader build project, like, I can foresee doing a lot of Hunter Enrico died. How do I get back up? Okay. This guy doesn't have spells. What the fuck is that goddamn... This fucking Phantom is doing lots of big damage. Now, part of it is... Seriously? Seriously. Oof. All right. I got that fire scorpion charm on. In addition to, did I ever even use my fucking flask? Between if I take this off, no. Look at those damage negations. They go to shit. I'm not even sure I buffed. I might have. I don't remember. Now, Ricky, are you a Cowboys fan? Or are you a Cowboys hater? Okay. So you tune in to because you enjoy watching them get their asses kicked. It certainly, and maybe it's just confirmation bias. It certainly seems like we're running across a lot more. Like it's the player density from South America and other places. It seems like it's shot through the fucking roof, and it seems like more than half of the invasions are at the 150 milliseconds ping or higher level. I don't understand it. Now, it could just be that all the people who are US people are playing on Seamless. Or it could just be that was going to be crisp enough. It also could be the time of day I play. What the fuck did I just do? Oh. I don't know, when does the average gamer play games? I just assume that gamers are a night people. And then, like, right now, I feel like right now should be peak hours for, like, North American and South American gamers. The fact that it's a Sunday might make that different. What's the status here? Somebody blocked? I don't have anybody blocked. Morning to midday. Now, it probably depends on the age of the gamer. The time of day the gamer likes to play, it probably depends on the age. Where younger players, you know, they have a bedtime. Or they got to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to go to school. I'm not buffed. I'm not buffed and ready. Fuck, man. Just fucking insane. The guy is way the fuck over there. Absolutely shitting all over. God damn it, man. All right, that guy's dead on account of awesome. God damn it, dead. I'm so fucking dead. God. That host has far too much health for the amount of fucking damage his pew-pews are doing. God damn, I'm getting shredded. God damn it, man. Fuck! That was fucking stupid, man. Kirby, how you doing? God damn it, that one was frustrating. I was like this close to like turning the corner on it, and I just could not avoid the pew-pews. That motherfucker was doing so much damage. Now, again, it could be on account of my trying to stack my own damage and putting myself at like fucking negative goddamn 3 resistances and shit. Like I said, without how much is this nuking me? It had nothing to do with my magic defenses. I need to be a little bit more fastidious. Is that the right word? About getting off of that, ritual shield and onto something that's gonna do work while I'm not at full health. Is fastidious the right goddamn word? Google. Fastidious. Very attentive to and concerned about accuracy and detail. The attentiveness and concern is definitely right, but accuracy and detail, maybe not so much. It's a word that's like almost right, but I think probably wrong. Fastidious? Oh, it's fastidious, not fastidious? It'll be interesting to see how... Man, I'm going to get through with this huge fucking invader making project, and then there's not going to be any activity at all. That's how it was a couple times in Dark Souls 3. Like, my Dark Souls 3, I don't know, invader projects were usually like, hey, I'm sick of the invaders I have, so I'm going to make a new save file. And then I'd plan out 10 invaders so that I have a new save file. And then I would make all the invaders on the save file. These guys are going to hang out in the fucking... Now that's it. Good job. Scrupulous and inscrupulous. Oh man, do we need to get fucking Bop and Gopher on the side over there? Oh, but Bop and Gopher would be in the way of the ping numbers. What would this look like if I were to go to... this? What kind of activity would it show me? Is it the same fucking pair of dicks? These are the ganking dicks. Are they? Have they made their way down? Have they switched posts? I guess the question here is, do I... Damn it! God damn it, man. Okay. Fuck your goddamn halberd, man. Did they send it back down? They did not. Okay. I might just sit on this. Like, how pathetic, how fucking pathetic are you to put on a taunter's tongue, move into the level, and then get invaded, but then retreat? Now, apparently there are some tricks that you can do with, things. Tricks with things. So we're gonna hang out until we get a co-invader, maybe. Apparently if you, like, get close enough to the edge with, Radon, the Radon sword, you can yank people off the button. Now, I'm not proud of what I'm doing here. But I suspect they might have turned the taunter's tongue off. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, they're back over here now. They're gonna jump down. Should I just ride this up? Now, I suppose this is my best chance at actually getting work done. So I should stop being a bish. And go play. Get him, Bubbles. Get him, Bubbles. Yeah, go fuck yourselves. Go fuck yourselves. Run around again. Just do it again. Now let's go ahead and block them. See, guys, this is what happens when you don't block the Tunters. You re-invade them immediately. Just like Saint Riot tells us. Listen to the Saint Riot. He speaks the truth. Like the frequency with which that happens. Like it doesn't make any sense other than like I fucking refuse to believe that there aren't like literal hundreds of players right now in my rune level range able to be invaded. And then like maybe, I don't know, 20 fucking invaders actually trying to get invasions. If there were a smart near far, I feel like I should get just immediate invasions against a variety of different players. But then the fact that with a dumb near far, I re-invade the same fucking nerd, like back to back. Like there's something's fucky with it. It just doesn't make any goddamn sense. Well, I guess right now, QC, there are where's the thing? Right now there are 30,000 players in game. Now I want to see like what was like peak-ish Dark Souls 3 look like. Dark Souls 3. Charts. God damn it! I moved past it. There it is. Charts. 3 years. Got to go back farther than 3 years. Right, just like going back to like, I don't know. Here it is. Fuck. When the goddamn DL, when this is what I'm saying here. After launch, not including the launch of the game, the most active that Dark Souls 3 ever got was 42,000 players. When the Ring City DLC launched. And that quickly died down to like fewer than 20,000 outside of like sales. you're assuming there are more Ember Dark Souls 3 players than there are multiplayer Elden Ring players. I mean, that is maybe that's it. Maybe just the fact that you can pick on a fucking solo piece of shit with no ability to defend themselves in Dark Souls 3. Like there were invasions to be had. Now, I'll counter that, QC, with there's a much higher rate of players that are using a Taunter's Tongue in this game, especially by themselves, than there were using dry fingers in Dark Souls 3. Just playing through the fucking game. Jesus. Jesus! Oh man, how is that not completely fucking instability frames and not iframes? I feel like if you fall on your ass, that should be instability frames. Like if I knock, maybe that's the answer to jumping attacks. If you get hit in your jumping attack and get knocked on the ground, you're not in iframes, you're in instability. And if I fucking slap your ass, it's gonna do extra damage. That's the fucking answer to all this jump attack spam. Like, get hit with something with enough poise damage and it knocks you on your ass. I don't know if like every single hit while you're jumping should knock you down. Like if I'm jumping and somebody throws a goddamn dart at me, that shouldn't knock me on my ass. Or if I'm, you know, I feel like it also should have something to do with attacking. If you get hit while you're attacking in the air, I feel like that should knock you down. Like if you're just jumping, because like, I mean, there are, you don't play the game, QC, and you don't watch me play it very well, but there are places where like you just have to jump. And if somebody's able to knock me down while I'm just jumping, and sometimes they are, especially when it comes to like escaping ganks and stuff like that, being able to jump is pretty important. But yeah, if it was somehow tied into like poise, hyper armor, attack, yeah. Like, you know, when you're attacking, your thrust damage goes down. It could also be the case that there's like an extra, or sorry, your thrust damage negation goes down. It could also be the case that like while you're attacking, your, I don't know, your balance, there's a new balance fucking stat that's hidden. Your balance goes down while you're jumping, and then if somebody breaks your fucking balance, then you get knocked down. Are these poo-poo face nerd boys just running around, jumping? How the fuck did I not take any damage there? And how aren't you taking more damage? There's lots of questions about... Oh, it's on account of the stupid fucking motion values. Oh, you do like 9 goddamn % of your fucking attack rating on the first hit of a multi-hit bullshit. You see? Okay, Gopher. Remember what we learned last night, Gopher. This is an excellent moment for me to maybe, I don't know, get this going, or maybe not. Is this a better one? Are they doing physical damage? Man, this guy's got some fucking sturdiness. Jesus Christ. Oh my God! I almost burritoed the shit out of that guy. That was almost like a fucking burrito supreme right there. Backstabs. Fuck! Hey. FromSoft missed by not giving hand to hand a shuriken ash. You mean like a throwing star? I mean, I've got fire infusions on everything, so... I mean, I could just give them physical infusions and, yeah. Oh. Dragon Punch. Okay. I mean, they could have just made that like a charged R2 or some shit, right? I'm of the mind that the hand-to-hand stuff is, you know, we were talking, was that you, Kirby? That we were talking about, like, the, experimental, FromSoft has experimental games, and, or was that somebody else that was saying that? I don't know, we were having a conversation about the experimental aspects of FromSoft games versus the bread and butter. And I feel like the hand-to-hand combat stuff is a experimental thing. Now, it's odd to me that they just threw that in. I mean, it might have been a thing that they were gonna maybe implement in the main game, and then they couldn't finish it. Martial arts weapons were a Dark Souls 2 thing? Oh. Okay, so that was something that they'd already done. Now getting back to the business of greases, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do about consumables and adding consumables, certain consumables to my gameplay. And how I would kind of go about justifying that, because after all the builds are up and made, there's going to be like, I'm going to have more than 90 different builds, and I'll be goddamned if I'm going to farm consumables on all 90 fucking builds. And so I feel like I'm comfortable, like, you know, if the babies get it, then I'm 100% comfortable using it. I'm a little bit less comfortable, lower than 100% on if I farm it with my mule character, then I'm comfortable giving it to everybody. But I'm kind of getting real close to a point where it's like, I'm just kind of not all, and I haven't even played that much, but I'm just kind of not, I've lost all interest in the PvE aspect. And I'm not quite sure why that happened. Like, I had started a new game +2 run on my mule character. And I can't remember if I played for like a day or played for 2 days. But just like, I got to, I think I got to about Liurnia. And it's just like, the thought of like, hey look, it's a goddamn knight armor fucking greatsword build, guys. With the fucking Taunter's Tongue. Oh, goddamn, I thought I was gonna, I didn't strafe that aggressively enough. You didn't two-hand it. Did I do a full? I didn't. No, I didn't even start. I mean, I guess I did the babies, but that I don't consider that. I didn't kill more than 2 bosses. This guy even looked familiar almost. What's up, Johnny? Like, the original plan for Gruffy the Mule was to, like, do a bunch of playthroughs. And continue to gather, you know, 1 time per playthrough weapons. At least 1 time per playthrough weapons that were infusible. So that I could, you know, justify having 17 Zweihanders on a build. Be like, hey, my fucking Gruffy's got 16, and this bitch got one of her own. There's 17 Zweihanders. Eat my ass. I picked them all up. I picked them all up 100% legitimately. But then I tell you what it was. It was like that. I did that playthrough right before the DLC came out. Of just like obviously the main game. I did a dagger playthrough. And I just really didn't enjoy it. I got to a certain point it was the Radahn fight. Like, once I got to the Radahn fight and then past the at the capital, Landau capital, it was just between the Radahn fight and the stuff after the capital, it was just a fucking slog. What am I doing? We got to get this guy blocked so that we don't reinvade him immediately. And then, you know, those of you who were around when I was playing through the DLC, like my first playthrough experience was unpleasant. I really didn't enjoy any of the boss fights. I can't think of a single boss fight that I'm like, yeah, that was fun. And now I'm just at a point where it's like, and I don't know if because I went into it with a bad attitude or if the boss fights are just genuinely bad. But I just am not, I guess, in the mood to figure out. Like there's part of me, a reasonably sizable part of me that's like, you know, if I just learned about, like at that one point in time, I hated the Moog fight. Like I really fucking hated the Moog fight. Mostly on account of the blood on the ground in phase 2. But then I learned how to deal with the blood on the ground in phase 2 and, you know, grinded away at the Moog fight with my babies and learned to fight and learned the moves and all that shit. And now it's a fight that I can enjoy. And I'm like, you know, I could do that with all the boss fights. I just don't know if I want to. Now, I will say while I didn't like have any of the boss fights that I truly enjoyed that first time around, there were definitely some that I didn't mind. I didn't mind the Midra fight. I didn't mind the Gaius fight. For whatever reason, I didn't have any problems with fucking Mesmer. I will say that fucking the Scorpion Lady fight. That one was almost a fight that I was like, hey, this is a nice fight. But then there's still a lot of fights where even when I watch other people play them, like I'm just like, I never ever want to fight that fucking boss again. The Dancing Lion. I'm just like not fucking interested. And Radon, I'm just not interested. And when I do watch other people fight Mesmer, I'm like, I don't know how I must have got lucky, or maybe I just, you know, because I put that fight off until I kind of maxed up my shadow, until there was literally nothing else to do. I skipped that fight until there was nothing else to do. And so it might have been the kind of thing where I came back and I was overpowered for it. The Dancing Lion is like just the epitome of, you know, make it fucking possible for me to tell what the fuck is going on with the fight. It's like the dancer on steroids. Everybody complained about the dancer's moves being very confusing and not being able to, like, I don't know, work out the patterns and shit like that. This is fucking ridiculous, man. Pew. Oh. Can I not parry? Can I not car retaliate that shit? There it is. Just run him out of fucking FP. It looks like Legolas already is. Nice fucking cosplay. All right, is that guy gonna swing out at me? All right. The question is, do I have more health than I have FP? Oh, now it's bleed time. Fuck, man. God damn, that was fucking pathetic. That was just awful. That was pathetic. I'm so unbelievably bad at the game. What the fuck happened to me, guys? I don't know what I was playing that one a little bit too conservatively with health, I think. And I was also very much invested in getting a parry. And didn't actively figure out what I was going to do with the shields. There were some shields in there, and I did not take steps to punish the shield use. You know, put on a hammer talisman, grab a fucking piercing fang, or a thrusty boy. I think another thing too was that on my first playthrough of the main game, like I enjoyed figuring the boss fights out for myself, maybe for the first time. And I think I might have used up all of my... Yikes. Yikes, fuck me. Did I... This guy's not doing that very much damage to me. fuck this? What is happening? What the fuck is happening? I'm not gonna fucking parry this guy. God damn it, man. Oh, that was frustrating. All right, this build has what it needs. It's not a good build for anything, but we're just testing these builds to make sure that they're not severely lacking in things that I need them to not be lacking in, like, you know, talisman sorts and weapon swaps and emotes. Because then I'm going to take this motherfucker and we're going to copy him 2 times. 2 times? And build them at different rune levels. Another fire build. This whole save file is fire builds. See, I'm gonna have 4 Kindras and I think 3 God skins. But just 1 Nash. Oops, I forgot to log in. I tell you what, I feel like before the next game launches, we need to band together as a group of fucking concerned citizens in the FromSoft PvP community, so that there is an additional voice beyond the motherfucking baby cries from the sweat lords who just won't shut the fuck up about 6-man worlds and covenant zones and perfectly fucking balanced bullshit for goddamn sweaty tournament dick lords and gank spanks, while at the same time they're just completely fucking ignoring some basic shit that would actually make the game more pleasant to play. Like, I don't know, when a motherfucker's coming in and spamming these goddamn multi-hit attacks at me, somehow the parries don't work anymore. In Dark Souls 3, it was like a free parry. And I've said this like about 73 different times. In Dark Souls 3, if somebody was using an attack that had either multiple hurt moments or a lingering hurt moment, and I'm specifically thinking about the charge attacks with spears, but there were other things. There were other things where that was the case too. The fist weapons where you swing twice on a running attack, where if they were just spamming them, it didn't matter what the fucking latency was. It didn't matter if there were packet losses and shit. It was a free fucking parry. It was absolutely free. You fucking pull out your parry tool and you parry like at, you know, any reasonable time, and you at least get a partial parry and you're able to take a riposte. Unless they were doing a good job mixing up their timings, like really, really mixing them up. It was a free parry. And in Elden Ring, it's not. And like I said, I've had this, I've given this rant about 17 million times. and I've never gotten a story for why that is the case. Why it's actually seemingly fucking impossible to parry a charge attack with a spear, or I don't know, a running attack with power stance fucking curved swords, when there's like literally 4 swings. There's 4 different fucking swings that you could potentially parry. And it should absolutely be the case that one of those, when you if there's contact, if there's fucking contact, it should get parried, and it doesn't. But there's all kinds of little shit like that, where if assholes weren't like so goddamn fucking dick bent about the fucking, I don't know, the tracking angle of a goddamn thrusting sword being, you know, 9 fucking thousandths of a fucking degree too wide. There it is. There it is. Look at this shit stain. What axe am I holding? Why was it that one? What axe am I holding and why was it that one? Should have been that one. Swoop, swoop. Now, I guess that axe got me the kill, and so I need to do one of these. I was lurking in G9's channel earlier today while I was doing a bunch of this build work. How many builds did I make today? Fuck, man. A ridiculous number is the answer. I made 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. 6 new builds. And then 2, 5, 6 like copied builds. So I guess 11, basically 11 new builds. Code, hello. Great axes are just great weapons in general. Is that a pun? Or is that a, like, a sincere and serious comment? Rip-a-dip-a-dip-a-dip-a-dit. 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 Ah! Okay. Jesus fucking Christ. I thought that I was abandoning the chase and making a smart move, ready to regroup, but it turns out it didn't fucking matter. Like, I think a lot of the focus is in from serious players is that they want their good gameplay to be rewarded. This is a new thought. This is a new thought. It's not fully formed. It might come out wrong. A lot of players are frustrated that their good gameplay is not rewarded. And they're also equally frustrated that the other player's bad gameplay is rewarded. And I think it'd be nice if the focus was, like, the PvP balance comes from giving knowledgeable, good players the tools that they can to punish the bad gameplay. And god damn, man. Holy dick tits. Am I even buffed? No. So, for example, god damn it, I'm stuck in my menu like a dick. Like a dick. Damn it. So I was just talking about, like, you know, when players just go spamming these fucking running attacks. You know, giving us like consistent punishes that were based on, that were skill based and not like tool based, you know, skill based or knowledge based. You know, it'd be nice if a parry worked. At the same time, you don't want to make parry spam. You don't want to reward parry spam. And that's where, you know, making the parries, you know, the parry spam punishable. I feel like the punishes, like, that's where we should be looking in terms of balance. The thing is that when you put the focus on, like, the skilled gameplay comes from punishing bad gameplay. That's what turns the sweaty gameplay into a fucking, you know, the first to swing loses kind of situation. I think. I don't know. Again, this business of focusing on the punishing as opposed to the other stuff. It's fun being aggressive. And there's definitely a way to say, hey, you know, I can punish your passivity with the right kind of aggression. But definitely just, like, you know, the spell spam is a perfect example of, you know, the game doesn't really, is there any PvE that punishes spell spam specifically? Like, if you spam your fucking spells at me, I'm going to rip you a new asshole. It just seems to me like it's outside of the FP cost, it's a free way to play. Melania and Radagon? In what way do they punish the spell spam? Let's get... Jesus Christ. I gotta do something about this. Well, nope. Like that right there. Like, oh, these guys have a fucking taunter's tongue on. What a fucking ass clown. Is that the host? Oh, and we got a good friend with a fucking... Gonna sully my goddamn victory with your goddamn tryhardedness. Why are... What... No, fuck you. Go ahead and fuck your grandma, you fucking asshole. What a bitch. Fuck. Why are there so many bitches playing this game, man? Puts on a taunter's tongue along with the goddamn whale white circlet, ganks the shit out of you with the fucking with an over-leveled phantom and a blue, and then when the tides fucking turn and it's your ass to the fucking ground, you just fucking roll over and give up. What a fucking asshole. Now I didn't check the runes to make sure that was the phantom actually over-leveled. Good morning, how you doing, by the way? Spamming projectile. Okay. Radagon spell parries. Now, I guess the fact that they wait until the very fucking end of the game to do that is kind of bullshit. If you ask me. But the thing is like it's hard for the game. Like I feel like it'd be hard for the game to punish too much of the spell spam, because how does the game distinguish spell spam from? I don't know. Like, is it a switch in the AI? Well, I guess that's what it would have to be. Oh shit, guys, we are at 999 gankers. Just one more ganker. Just one more ganker. No, sorry, 998. The first row is titles. Shit. They're headers, not titles. Sorry, I'm copying some things down. Hurry up. Copy, paste. Paste. Spreadsheets. Where would I be without my spreadsheets? Living in the fucking dark ages without a clue as to why I blocks motherfuckers. Not knowing that I've run across 998 gankers in Elden Ring so far. Or at least people who I've identified as gankers. Now they're not. These are not 998 unique gankers though. Some of them are repeat. Maybe I should. Maybe I should figure out, have a running total of how many repeat assholes. It could be. It could be, Kirby, that maybe if the game identifies like, oh, you just took, the boss took damage from range, a range option. I don't know. I don't know if the game distinguishes well between range attacks, damage from range attacks versus damage from, I guess there are particles. I guess it could be that, like, you took damage from a particle versus a, I don't know, a more static hitbox. Although it could just be that the distinction between the hitbox from a particle. Rawr. Damn it. Oh, god damn it, man. See? Thing number 2 that I haven't heard a single other motherfucker besides Go for P talk about. That's not true. Has Dashing Saint put in a goddamn bug request for that? Does Dashing Saint have a running list of things that he's put in bug requests for? Since he's the fucking designated bug fixer man. Shit, I just noticed that you dropped some bits. Good morning. Thank you for the bits. Is there something special about the number 43? Is that how old you are? 43 bits from a 43-year-old gamer man. Did you just fuck up Oscar? Whatever the guy's name is. I feel like this build works so much better at 18 than it did at 30. Okay. Odd in the number sense? Or in the general sense? Or is that a pun intended kind of situation? I mean, it's a prime number. Petrus Bogwater? Is this goddamn Hobbit town or some shit? Are we in the fucking Shire? Yay! Now here's a question for the goddamn Lord of the Rings nerds out there. Is the Shire just the place for, like, that particular population of hobbits? Or does every hobbit population have their own Shire? Or maybe there is only one hobbit population and they all live in the Shire. I don't fucking know enough about the lore. What's up, Inspector? So all the hobbits live in the Shire? All the hobbits in the entire Middle-earth live in the Shire? Why is it that there's so much, like, music that's available on streaming? But then when it comes to, like, I don't know, television shows and movies and stuff, that's not what I want. What I really, really want. There we go. Woof! In your face! Shit! Go fuck yourself. Hey, you like that for ranged ass play, huh? Huh? You like when people scream at you from afar? At the end of the Lord of the Rings, the hobbits of the story come back home and have to still fight a war against the wraiths. The Nazgul? Is that what they're called? The Nazgul. I was just looking up some stuff the other day. Was it yesterday? Trying to come up with a new name for one of my builds. And came across Nazgul and ring wraiths. Otherwise, I would not have known that. Nah, I just read the word. I don't know how it's pronounced. But anyways, I was like, I would really like to go back and watch the Lord of the Rings movies. I tried to read the book and I just couldn't. I think I got to a part where Frodo's hurt and they're up in trees. And I just couldn't get through an entire page without falling asleep. Like, literally. I would go to read the fucking book. Like, I would, you know, say, all right, it's close to bedtime. We're going to read some Lord of the Rings and then fall asleep. And I literally could not get through a page without falling asleep. What other good stuff do I have on this? Ooh, shit. But I feel like I would like to rewatch the movies, maybe even like the extended versions. because I really haven't watched them. I don't think I've seen. I feel like I've seen the first one several times. Both. I think I've seen it all the way through, maybe 2 or 3 times, and then bits and pieces of it a few times. I don't feel like I've seen the second one or the third one all the way through since I saw them in the theaters. And I also remember, like, when I was watching them in the theaters, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Because everybody's name starts with either an S or an M. Everything. Everything, like, it's like the meme with goddamn Elden Ring, where everybody's name either starts with an M or an R. All the locations and people, it's like they all starts with S's and M's. I remember when we went to go watch the last one in the theaters, we saw it fairly early on in its run. And I remember like thinking about, I don't know, an hour and a half before the movie actually ended. I'm like, okay, the movie's going to be done soon. I had to piss real bad. And I was like, okay, the movie's going to be done with soon. And then like another 20 minutes go by and it's like, it's not done yet. And then another 20 minutes, like, it's not done yet. And I just couldn't do it anymore. I had to go piss. And then I'm like, okay, now that I've pissed, the movie's probably about over. So I'm just going to stand in the fucking aisle here. And then I ended up standing in the fucking aisle for another 45 minutes. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, is this movie ever going to end? But yeah, I knew next to nothing about the series before watching the movies. And I only knew just slightly more afterwards. Oh, fucking good morning with more bits. Did you restock your bits? Looks like the Shires is a single location settled by the 4 farthings. 4 groups or families. The Shire is just one location. Other smaller. So the Shire is a big hobbit settlement. And there are maybe other ones that are not called the Shire. Okay. What are the other hobbit settlements called then? What does one call a hobbit settlement other than a hobbit settlement? You don't have to research that. It's surprising that there's not at least one fucking Lord of the Rings nerd in here just like so excited about being able to share their goddamn wisdom and knowledge. This is on the threshold of my tolerance for ping right here. I wish... Now, do I get extra damage on my main hand weapon? Or do I just get the benefit of the stamina regen and extra defenses? God damn it, I got cock-blocked by a corpse. How? What the fuck? What the fuck, man? Now I got cock-blocked by a goddamn rock. God damn it, man. Savage. Savage. Spack Moose, what's up? Only other term we've seen is Hobbit Village. I feel like all the answers would be in the Silmarillion or some shit. Is that what it's called? Silmarillion? The encyclopedia of Middle Earth? Somebody get Stephen Colbert on the phone. Oh, this doesn't sound like fucking heavy metal good times. Remove from this playlist. All right, it got us up a little bit higher. Oh shit, I think we got up high enough. We didn't get up just a little bit higher, we got up a lot higher. Now, are they up here? Oh, there they are. Okay. I smashed those guys before. That's the second time I've run across them. That was like 15 minutes ago. I whomped their ass at the entrance to the Morn Castle. Well, not quite the entrance. The first little field there. Oh shit. It's getting close to time for a break. All right, am I going to accomplish anything this week besides fucking around with build planners and cheat engines and shit? I feel like I need to take opportunity because I got the week off of school. Ultimately, I don't need to be making more than about 3 builds a day because I can't play more than 3 builds in a stream. And so I shouldn't worry too much about like, I should really just focus on like 2 builds a day. Maybe? Fuck. There's like 2 different kinds of builds. Like the one I was playing earlier, the Godskin dude, is one that I'm gonna make multiple versions of. And so playing him, it's like I'm actually testing to make sure that everything is right before I copy it over, so that I don't have to like re-wank every single version of that build. Whereas this guy, it's just like, oh, no, it's just a build that I made. Not really testing it. I've already played it. This is just like the newest version of it. With the most up-to-date baby starter. Is it lore friendly that Guts gets backstabbed? Does Guts get backstabbed in the Berserk? Is that an appropriate cosplay? Shit. I gotta take a break. I'll be back in a few minutes. I just buffed the fucking dude. Oh, man. Oh, shit. I buffed the dude. Oh, my God. What the holy dick tits was that? Oh, shit. We're gonna get some amazing verticality here. Possibly. Oh, yes. Double verticality? Nice. Oh! No, 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 no! No! Fucking... Oh, shit! Oh, fuck, man. Oh, this guy's trying to block me in. I'm getting wrecked by the PvE tonight, man. Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! Oh! Oh! Because he's got the tanky poise. It's like a robot. He's like a robot. Ty 00B. Do the jet to quit. Let's see that again. God damn. Oh, shit. Shit. Where do I do that? You don't have very good Estus. Have you not been finding your bone shards?
No, but I got this sweet dagger that my friend gave me. Isn't it cool? I'm like Lando Calrissian here with my laser sword.
All right, how are we doing in the drop frames department? Are we stable now? No. Fuck! Since when are there... Where are we, by the way? Where are there Albernarics hanging out? Please! We did it! I don't even care that units... Yay! We're so good at the game! Buy units, we're so good! See how much more fun things are when you play together instead of ganking like a bitch. Yet. Back. I'm back. My parents finally got their power back. They hadn't had power since Wednesday night at like 9 p.m. And they got it back this afternoon at 2:45. But they yesterday they said, fuck it, we're gonna get a hotel room. They're fine. They're fine. They basically had Thursday and Friday. They did Thursday and Friday with no power. And then yesterday they checked into a hotel so they could just have some air conditioning and some TV and access to plugs to charge all their internet enabled devices and all that shit. They're resilient old motherfuckers. Although I'm sure my dad was going a little bit fucking crazy with no TV. I think that's all my dad does these days. He hasn't been in the best of health. As far as like, he's not like, I don't know. He was always the more active physically of the two of them. He walked regularly and played a lot of golf. And then he's had some injuries, like nothing severe. Mostly just like, old man falling apart kind of stuff, as opposed to like old man falling down and breaking his face or his hip or some shit. He's just kind of falling apart. And hadn't been able to play as much golf as he used to like to play. And when he did get to play, he wasn't able to play as well as he wanted to. And so his mental health started to fucking struggle a little bit. Damn it. I let that motherfucker just magma my shit. Even though I know better than that. So anyways, a lot of days, like my mom's has been frustrated for 3 years now about, like, he doesn't do much of anything but sleep and watch TV these days. Which he's like, what, 75? Yeah, he's like 75. Closer to 76. I'm pretty sure, like, that's what the average 76-year-old guy does, mostly. Just sleeps and watches TV. Right? I don't know. I've never known a fucking 70-year-old person Like, once my my maternal grandfather was dead before I knew what the fuck was going on, and then my paternal grandfather, like, I wasn't close to him at all. Oh, it's bog water again. So, I haven't known any 70-year-olds, so I don't know what the fuck they do. I know that there are some who are definitely very fit and active and whatnot, but I also get the sense that, I mean, I don't know, what's the average fucking Eugene Bogwater? Okay, I'm buffing. Is this going to be one of these dumb fucking things where he gets these dogs involved and I'm going to be more focused on him than the dogs and I end up dying to the dogs? Oh, Patrice Bogwater was the one I killed at the Rose Church or whatever the fuck it's called. God damn it, man. I could go for a little less friendly fire from the PvE next time from Soft Miyazaki. Just a little bit. What up, Knock? Boo. What is the life expectancy of an American male? Life expectancy US. Uh, 76 without reference to gender or sex or whatever the right word is. How long does the average US male live? 74.8. He's almost exactly 74.8 years old. No, he's 75. He's almost 75.8. Never mind. So anyways, he's exceeded the average life expectancy. So, I mean, at this point, half of all fucking dudes are dead. And my mom's fucking pissed off that my dad's, like, sleeping and watching TV. Like, Mom, fuck. And I'm sure that's not all he does. You know, it's almost certainly the case that that's most of what he does. But he also participates in, like, you know, the cooking and the consumption of dinners. They have a Sunday night. I think it's a Sunday night. I should ask them, did you guys get your Sunday night pizza in? I don't know if it's Sunday night or Friday night, though. Shit. I feel like I should know if it's Sunday night or Friday night. They have I think it's Sunday night. They take a cheap ass frozen pizza and chop up vegetables and doctor it up, and that's their Sunday night dinner. And they like it. I mean, it's pizza. How could you not like it? Which is the right way to go? This is back towards the bridge, right? The funny thing is he, like, oh, this is not where I thought it was at all. The company that he worked at, like, he only ever had one job out of college. He got a job as a tax accountant right out of college. And then he retired with that company. He never worked anywhere else besides that one company. And by the time he finished, like, the ownership structure was such that You know, when he hired in, they gave him part ownership of the company, a very small part of the ownership of the company. And then the ownership agreement was that if anybody died their ownership was sold back to the company. Like you just couldn't pass on ownership of the company in perpetuity. And then by the time he retired, he was one of the last two guys left on this agreement. And he ended up owning like a third of this company. But it was the primary business of it was actuarial. That was a way long. The company that he worked at and then owned was an actuarial services company. So he should definitely be pulling out the, hey, I'm supposed to be dead. Statistically speaking, you should be a goddamn widow by now. So get off my fucking back with the TV. Maybe I should do that. What does actuarial? Just cut out the LA part. Actuarial. They're basically statisticians that are that specialize in risk and how risky is it to like there's like insurance companies. Like, I don't know, have you ever seen Fight Club? There's risk assessment aspect to it. You have not seen Fight Club. Okay. There's a Jesus Christ. There's how you punish a goddamn spell spammer who just stands there and does fuck all. There it is. There's a scene in the guy in the movie, I'm pretty sure is some kind of actuary. And his job is he works for a major car manufacturer, and his job is to investigate potential issues with the cars that might result in a recall. Like, you know, cars' axles are fucked, and they're like, oh, this turns out to be an issue throughout, and we need to recall these cars and fix the axles. And I guess the idea is the company would hire an actuary to come in and do some investigating and figure out, all right, what is the cost of a recall, you know, based on how many cars are out there, and what a standard, you know, the standard cost of fixing those cars would be, as well as I guess the probability or the statistics part is like, what percentage of those owners are going to be aware of the recall and take advantage of the recall. And so they can figure out how much it's going to cost them for a recall versus if we don't recall and a bunch of motherfuckers, like these axles break and people die and then we get sued, what's the likely cost of a lawsuit going to be? And so that's the kind of work that actuaries get into. Or, you know, when it comes time for you to go buy car insurance, and your Geico tells you how much you have to spend per month, there's actuaries behind all of that to determine, like, you know, what is the rate that we need to charge Johnny in order to make money off of Johnny on average. It's weird to see that Zach's on a non-roar build, where it's originally was a roar build. It was a roar build, and then it just, like, all of the roar. I mean, I have a Trolls roar on this guy. Roar. His name is Barking Nash. Because it was supposed to be a roar build. But then all the roar ashes turned out to be not all that great on this build. And so it's kind of gotten away from it. Although there is still some roar aspect to it. Now that talisman slot might be a waste. I thought of switching up the axes, but I kind of like these two, between a great axe and a regular axe. These are the two that most closely resemble one another, I think. Now, does any of the roar, do I get any benefits from barbaric roar from either my talisman or the axe? God damn it, man. All right, go for don't. This guy is far too goddamn... I hate how much poise running attacks get. I know from a physics sense, they should get all that poise on account of momentum and stuff. Fuck you, Jack. I hate you and your shield. Yakety sacks. I definitely should be using more R2s. Shit. Now, I don't know. Let's see. I got the brackets for on that, but do I get extra? That doesn't change these R2s. But then I will get... God damn it. Now I just said it, but if I were to go look at the axes that are available to me, equip monk, great axes. And one of the nice things about the great this long haft is a relatively low weight, 12.5 units. I guess these butcher knives might be something to look at, although they're more dex weapons. Butcher knife, 16 and 20. Oh, that only weighs 8.5. Now, is there a regular axe that looks like a fucking knife like that? The boo doo doo boom boom boo doo boom doo boo doo doo boo doo boom boom boo doo boom boo doo doo boo doo boom. Now what's the longest axe? Executioner, butcher. Wait, what the fuck is the executioner's axe? This guy. Oh, but he's got a high strength. So I could theoretically pick a butcher knife. I think, right? You can put whatever ashes you want on a butcher knife. And then as far as axes go, right there. I mean, the cleaver does kind of fit with the kitchen implement theme. Maybe. Can you put whatever ashes you want on the sacrificial axe? Probably not. It can be. See, that's a cool looking axe, man. Now, what's the weight of that guy compared to the Highland axe? It weighs a unit more. Celebrant's cleaver is the same weight. And that's a better axe, right? Isn't the Celebrant's cleaver what all the cool kids were, or one of the cleavers was all the cool kids were using it for a minute. Now all the cool kids are using a warp axe, but that's too heavy for like an offhand situation. And I don't think it really matches up with anything that's infusible in the great axe. Hand axe is too... I guess what would the hand axe match up with? A great axe? I don't know. I kind of like what I've got going. The Crescent Moon axe is also pretty sexy. Why did I pick the long haft axe? This isn't the one that... This weapon has a higher hyper armor modifier. I should be using that then, right? I should be two-handing this bitch. The Highland axe is the longest axe? Yeah. As far as ones that you can infuse, yeah. Good call. Good call. So that's probably why I went with that one. And also because it gets the bonus. I don't know. I'm kind of fine with the build. It works right now. It doesn't need to be any better. That's the nice thing about low-level builds. You don't have to min-max them for them to be good enough to get you some victories and have some fun. Now, what are you talking about? Bigger skellies? Huh? Dude. Yikes. Just fucking this guy up with big, massive fucking... What the fudge? Oh, fuck me. After all of that dominance, here we are. Here we are. I'm behind on blue juice. Can I have some extra poise, please? Damn it, I'm very close to having gotten bled out there. Nice lock on. Savage! Yes. Roar! I had a lot of momentum early, and then they made a comeback, and I sunk down, but then we came roaring back, no pun intended. You got the roars and the savage lion, where there's two possible puns. I was going to go look for something. What was it? All right, I don't need to have this open anymore. I need to switch builds and make sure that the other one, Kendra, is good to go. And this is a new, not completely different, but a very different version of Kendra. Both the builds I've already played tonight are ones that are effectively the same build that I've always had at maybe different rune levels. But Kendra used to rock Zweihanders, and now she's using the Knight's Greatsword. I don't want this invasion. The ping is too high, and we're in the fucking rain, and this is almost certainly like rune level 7,000 phantoms helping their new girlfriend that they're fighting over get some early fucking game runes so that she can be overpowered for 5 goddamn minutes. Okay. Kendra the Brute. All right. Is this Bill gonna smash ass now that she's got fire centric? She's also got the savage action going. She's got other ones too. Self buffs. These self buffs are going to be a major boon to this build. It might take it into the realm of dirty AF. Yeah, fuck you, Mosquito. What the fuck? Did you just fly into the wall? Asshole's got space-time. Why are mosquitoes such assholes? Thank you, Miyazaki, for your wonderful goddamn throwing knife. That's so useful. Fucking mosquitoes have been annoying. I remember playing, like, that's one of my very vivid memories of my first playthrough in Dark Souls 1. Was, you know, getting down to the bottom of Blight Town and then just getting attacked by these goddamn mosquitoes. And I would sit by that grace for like a solid 5 minutes with a crossbow, just waiting for all the mosquitoes to aggro and fly over to me so I could kill them and be done with them. Like, in hindsight, it's like, Jesus Christ, dude, you were terrible at that game. And it's like, no shit. Not indefinitely. There's a finite number of them, Hungry Merchant. Ask me how I know this. Because I killed every fucking one of them. About 30 goddamn times. Yes. In the same way that the rats, like in Dark Souls 3, there's in Irithyll Dungeon, there's like a giant that's kind of in a little round area all by himself, but there's a bunch of rats by his feet that come out of the sewers. And it seems like they're just gonna keep on coming. But there's a finite number of rats that are gonna come out of those holes. It's just that however they make the AI work, like some of them are delayed. They don't all pop out all at once. I don't know if I don't think it's the case that they wait for some to die before they spawn. I think if you don't kill them, you'll eventually have a whole fuck ton of rats. Or in the case of Blight Town, if you don't kill all the mosquitoes, you'll eventually have a whole fuck ton of mosquitoes. They just pop out of the ground. I think their spawn mechanics are basically they're under the goddamn level and they no clip through the muck when it's time for them to start going. And I'm pretty sure they're just on a timer. Or maybe it's like it's based on proximity. Or there's a timer that can be affected by your proximity, where if you get close enough, then it overrides the timer or some shit. But trust me, if you stand by that one bonfire that's in like a little pipe in the wall, I don't even know how to describe it. I think it's the only bonfire that's down there that's actually in the swamp. Or in the muck, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. If you just stand there, they'll all eventually make their way over to you. It's usually like 3 or 4. They tend to like show up in batches of like 3 or 4, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. Like you'll kill 3 or 4 of them, and then you sit there and wait for a minute, and then all of a sudden, like another round of 3 or 4. They're not like all 3 or 4 like right on top of one another, but it's usually like, you know, by the time you finish killing the first one, the second one's there, and then you kill the third or fourth one, and then you got to wait for a minute, and then there's another batch. Fudge, man. Are we gonna have any activity for Kendra to figure out if she's got the shit that she needs? This is way disappointing, man. Oh, for some reason I thought that one was going to be it. There we go. Terminator 5. That was a fast invasion. I should also consider like finding like in each region. Oh shit, what's up, Pinko? I feel like it's been ages since I've seen you. Been playing a bunch of weird ass games. Boo, 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 doo, doo. Is that on purpose? Or is that just you've been busy? Yeah, I'm cutting back on the amount of... oh, they're horror games. Okay. I've been cutting back on the amount that I've been streaming. Like, this past month, I think I've streamed half as much hours. Like I've had like I cut the number of hours streamed in half. But I also have been participating less in chats and stuff. Just less because of busyness and more like I needed to kind of take a step back from certain parts of the community. Reassess where I fit in. Shit, we've gotten 2 whole invasions. I've been spending a lot more time in Saint Riot's chat. Shit. I spent more time in Saints chat in the last month than I have in the last, like, I don't know, 2.5 years combined. Oh, yeah? Yeah, I am working on a very large project with my invaders. Now who's the big peepee? Like I was a little bit, yeah, I was a little bit underwhelmed with the DLC stuff in terms of like I didn't get any inspiration for any new, like too many new different kinds of builds. I'm not exactly sure what I was expecting. But like a lot of the new weapon classes, like I do have a great katana build. But I think, and I have tried a couple of cheesier builds with some of the fist weapons and claw weapons. That I tried the beast claws and those didn't work out too well for me. What is this shit? But anyways, so I wasn't inspired to do anything, like do too much like that's new, but taking some of the gear, like this character used to use Vihonders. But then it's like, oh, there's a new colossal sword that is farmable, and so you could realistically have 17 million of them. Man, your friend is not very friendly. Your friend is a fucking moron. Tell your friend they're a fucking asshole for dragging you to Lanedell this early. So I was updating some builds, and then I was kind of half inspired by Saint, because I know that he has a couple of the builds that he likes that he makes at different rune levels, and I was like, I'm just going to take all the builds that I like, and maybe even a couple that I don't so much, and make them at different rune levels, and then number one, like, have, instead of just being able to have Kendra at, you know, low-ish level, I can also have Kendra at a mid level and a high mid and a meta level, and then like maybe she works at all of those levels, maybe she's only good at low level. I guess we can find that out, but so that's the project, is taken. Ultimately, I think I had 39 different invasion characters. No, 38 different invasion characters with 40 builds. Two of those no shit. I had 3 gruffies and 2 long shocks. So that's 47. 37 different 37 different characters. Jesus Christ. 37 different characters, and then I'm taking those 37 characters and ending up with something like 90 some odd different builds with those 37 characters, plus another like 3 or 4 new ones. So definitely using definitely doing quite a bit of cheat engine and save manager stuff to get them put together in a reasonable amount of time, but still trying to be somewhat honest about it. Like, I in theory should go kill a fire knight one time and get a fire knight sword, just to say, hey, I could do it. I could do it. I could also do it like 7 times. It would just take me some time to do it 7 times, as opposed to I already got 7 of these on a different guy that I could have muled over if I wanted to. Now, all of that is going to be for nothing if the activity continues to be hard to find. Although I haven't fucked around too much with Seamless lately, and so it might be the case that taking some of this shit over to Seamless would get more immediate activity. What are we doing here? Okay. Oh, that's actual Tragoth. God damn it. I think in Dark Souls 3, I feel like I only had one character that I made at 2 different rune level or 2 different soul levels. Now, are you finding, Pinko, that you have to go deep into the DLC to get the gear that you want on your old invaders? DLC is pretty wide open. Like, I got all my DLCing done with only killing 2 bosses. And they're minor bosses, like mini dungeon bosses. Now, that's not to say that everything that I have from the DLC is honestly acquired. But most of it is. Like, I feel like Euporia's... I got a Euporia on 1 or 2 of the builds that I don't plan on acquiring, honestly. If I do acquire it honestly, it's going to be as a result of, like, doing some kind of funky skip. What else do I have? There's some fashion. Now, one of my builds that I just made today definitely has some shit that I'm gonna, like, it's like a 136 that I might actually try to, like, I cheat engine it today, but I might go, like, I've got a spreadsheet of, like, these are the things that are not legitimate that I need to, if I decide I'm going to be honest, I need to de-twink. I need to go acquire these things to de-twink the build. But for example, like some of the stuff, it's like, I'm glad I didn't do that. Like, I know that I know that I was watching you. There was one build where you were needing to go all the way, like all the way, in order to get some Ansbach stuff. And I just gave myself that scythe. And like, I don't even fucking like this scythe. I'm glad I didn't try to fucking play through the DLC all the way to get this scythe and find out that I don't fucking like it. Well, fudge butters, man. You hope they buff the scythe more? Like, in what way? Oh, shit. What kind of fucking knife do you have that's so obnoxious? No, goddamn! Where did my health go? I think I got hit by the goddamn debuff. The Ash's worst movement other than... The Ash has worse movement than... They're not going to fix the Ash. I mean, they're not going to change the movement significantly. Now, maybe they fix the tracking. Or whatever it is that makes it a worse version of Dynasty's finesse. Or Dynas finesse. man. Did I do something wrong with the goddamn... upgrade level on this? Or maybe I forgot to set custom invasion zones? It just seems like I'm waiting unreasonably long to get this invasion. Everything is 7s and 3s. Which should be fine for this, for 39. I could even, in theory, take it up to 10 and still be fine, I think. I don't think weapon levels are hurting me here. No, it could just be that there's no... I still don't know what the map is telling me. I still don't know the difference between a blue circle and an orange circle. Should I head up here? And looks like there's mega shit going on at Stormvale. Maybe if I do nearby invasions in Stormvale. This is a little bit higher than I usually go for nearby invasions in Stormvale. Well, that wasn't it. Man, imagine how terrible it would be if they didn't give us near far. Imagine the state of PvP. God damn, it would be awful. Now, I do have the hotspot turned off. I know that there's... Jesus Christ, man. Wait, what is this over here? Okay. Hey, Marv. Okay. Here we go. I recognize this team profile. Somebody who I've invaded recently. Oh, it's these nerds. The guy who dragged his under-leveled fucking friend. It's hard to say. I just remade this build. With this sword instead of his Zweihander. I don't think I have a sense yet for whether it's hitting that much harder. I'm only at rune level 39. So, and I'm not using. I think I've heard that the sword does better with the flame art infusion as opposed to fire. And I've got fire on it. But I thought it worked aesthetically with the build. I was a little bit disappointed. I thought I was going to be able to put some different pants on it and get a slightly better fashion. Like, she's always had the briar pants, and so I got some other pants. I didn't realize that she showed so much leg. Goddamn, she shows a lot of leg. I thought the skirt was a little bit more, I don't know. So neither of those really work all that well, even though they potentially could have if the skirt showed a little bit less leg. And then the other ones didn't. None of them really matched the orange quite as well as, like, the thorns on this, the orange thorns, I feel like pretty well matched the crucible copper. So I thought I was going to be able to update the fashion on her, but turns out not. Now, I didn't try the gloves. Maybe I should have gotten myself some different gloves, because these gloves look kind of fucking stupid. But I'm pretty sure when I put this fashion together, it was like under the old poise system with like old poise numbers. I told myself that I was going to do a deep dive into poise. Well, that was more like, I was just saying, like, I really have not been inspired to make too many new builds. And so I haven't had new fashion. I've just been, keeping old fashion. And maybe I should have been looking at some poise numbers to see if I could change some things up on the gloves. Either pick some gloves to make the poise situation better, or realize that, like, these gloves aren't doing anything for me poise-wise anymore, and so I could pick some sexier gloves. And still... It's these cocks again. Are these guys just like ganking? You guys have already been through this way. Or maybe you just finished up downstairs. Fuck, man. Jesus, hot cock. Maybe they just finished killing the what is your problem, man? Okay, that guy's dead now. I'm getting... Okay, Gopher, you gotta pay attention to this host. Or maybe not. Maybe the host is just fucking idiotic. Brain fucking dead. One of the hardest... It's my goddamn... It's the mantra here. Over on G9s, they say it's the story of gankers. Outplayed and saved. Here on the Gopher P channel, it's the... I don't know what it is, but it's the inability to tell the difference between like an honest-to-God fucking dedicated gank and just a batch of fucking weirdos playing through the game with just the tiniest amount of fucking knowledge in the game. Boo-doo, boo-doo. Like, one of these guys has 700 hours in the game. I don't know which one. This guy's got 600 hours in the game. And don't get me wrong, like, compared to the amount of time I have in the game, that's like peanuts. But it's still a lot more than the average fucking Joe. I'm closer to 5,030. We got this goddamn bullshit blues happening in the middle of my stoner rock. It's a different playlist, man. Fucking mouth harps. And pentatonic scales. And knife spam. And crouch poke spam. Oh man. It's only fucking 11 o'clock. It seems like it's way later than that. Maybe it's because I feel like the stream is ground to a screeching halt. Or maybe it screeched to a grinding halt. I don't know. On account of the non-existent activity for this invader. Oh, man. Boom. And grinding. Screeching and halting and grinding. Now, the challenge right now is on this particular save file, I only really have these 3 builds. So it's not like I can just swap to something higher leveled without closing the game out and switching to a different save file. Even though that does seem like the move. That seems like the move. More sexy blues time. We got gankers. With warming stones in the overworld. Oh, man. Okay. Now, this bull goat, I don't know if this bull goat is actually doing anything for me. That's the part where I really need to look into it. All right, there we have a co-invader now. Where you going, buddy? I'm not going to fight you. Are we going to go fight them? What a fucking ass clown. I don't know why you swung at me. Are you friends with these assholes? No. Fucking Billy Dick Tits here. Just completely ruining my fucking situation with his bullshit. Add friend. Oh, there's another invader on the way already? Fuck. Okay, let's see what this fucking asshole, what their excuse is. Add friend. Okay. Here we go. All right, one of the guys accepted my friendship. The first guy. The first guy accepted my friendship. Is that like a mound makers? Mound makers equal kill on sight? Okay, this guy means business. Ain't that what you're supposed to do? Ain't that what you're supposed to do? Invade again and pay close attention to what the fucking screen tells you to do. Thank you, Jesus Christ. I mean, you can do whatever the fuck you want. You want, there's no rules. But it does say. Kill the host. Or something to that effect when you invade. He says, I asked, I'm the other invader, why did you attack me? And he asked, ain't that what you're supposed, S-U-P-O-S-T, supposed to do, lol? There can be two invadors. And I responded, I mean, you can do whatever you want, there's no rules, but it does say, quote, kill the host, or something to that effect when you invade. I'm new, got 5 free ones and just used them. And then I added, and it's usually a 1v2 or 1v3 for invaders, so you got to take the opportunity to team up when you get it. See, we're just teaching this noob the fucking ins and outs of invading. No, that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. Ah, I see now. Last one was like that. I mean, it was the same 2 dudes. Invaded. Lol. we could have we could have got you some revenge. Winky face. Now, the chances that we would have been successful with that guy as my co-invader, it's hard to say. I didn't get an opportunity to really go at it with the Phantom. I don't think he understood what I was saying, and I don't really feel like explaining. Well, lol. Oh, I don't got any more. He doesn't have any more of the temporary fingers. What about the other Samurai Co? They have not accepted my friendship yet. Well, you'll maybe get some more, or Now, why the fuck? Here's a question. I mean, I understand it. It's not. It's not that it's a. It's something that we would want because there's a permanent item. Why does it give you a furled finger when you win as an invader and not another goddamn red finger, bloody finger? Why does it give you a fur crawling finger remedy and not a bloody fucking finger? Hey, good job with that invasion. Here's an item that you can use to get another one. Also, it's like I can just accumulate blood. I would much rather accumulate bloody fingers. Look at all these goddamn sawed off fingers that I got in my collection. I'm ruthless like that. As opposed to, oh, look, I got this little fucking trinket made out of goddamn grass and, I don't know, apricots or some shit. What the fuck is it? What the fuck is this thing? Some sort of fucking trinket? It looks like a goddamn makeup. Like a shit. What's that thing that girls have with the makeup with the powder? What's that thing called? Lilith. Oh shit. Compact, yeah. Leave it to the old man to know. Now, maybe it's the kind of thing where only old men know because, like, young girls don't use those things these days. Did you lose your friend while I was spawning in? All right, we don't need to be friends with this fucking guy anymore. I need to... now I wonder if I were to go look at this guy. Spudbrain. He doesn't have any information about what a cool person he is. I want to say that Kendra has the things that she needs to be a successful invader. And that I'm ready to go ahead and copy all the Kendras and make all the Kendras. Why am I doing nearbys? I do have a couple of finished save files. I could just swap over to one of them. Although I'm kind of feeling like maybe having an early end to the stream. Fuck, I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what I want to do. I definitely don't want to sit here spamming goddamn invasions for the next fucking 20 minutes and getting one every 5 minutes or every 10 minutes. Now I could crack this guy open real quick in Cheat Engine and see if, in fact, I did forget to set custom invasion zones. That's possible. There's so many things. It's easy. I need to come up with a goddamn checklist like the engineers have. For like, hey, did you do this? Did you do that? Did you do the other? You got inventory. You got flasks. You got See, there's so many things I can't remember them all. All right, games. No, downloads. Elden Ring. Disable easy anti-cheat. Copy. Over here, game. Paste. Steam. Steam. Go offline. Okay. Start the game. Now, my game has been starting up like butter lately. It has been doing so good. See, look at that. And I didn't change anything. Nothing has fucking changed. Not a single goddamn thing has changed. Absolutely nothing's changed. Take my hand, steal my finger, wrap my finger. Cheat engine table? Are you gonna open up? What the bloody fuck? Cancel. There it is. Open. Event flags. Load a game. Load a game. Named Kendra the Brute. Invasion regions. I did not set her custom invasion zones. Okay. That's it. Hold on a second. Load a template. Load a template. Custom invasions. 35 plus 7. Okay. Huh. I said, huh. Check it again. Okay. All right. Quit. Yes. All right. Now that means we have to go back into the game and see if that fixes everything. Delete. Go online. Play. If this ends up giving me like immediate invasions, it's going to be a goddamn, like, we need to clip it and send it to fucking FromSoft and be like, look how terrible the goddamn uh activity is when you don't have custom invasion zones. Now, in all likelihood, I'm not going to get significantly better activity, but maybe. Come on. And if we just limit it to the few places that she might reasonably get invasions, maybe we'll be more likely to get them quickly. Instead of just cycling through the entire goddamn map looking for invasions that were in level 30 in the goddamn DLC and beyond. Magic Mommy. Okay, these guys are not going to sit here. Are you kidding me, man? All right, take it easy, Calypso. Man, I'm starting to get a headache. But I really do want to see if there's if the activity or the frequency of invasions improves after setting some custom invasion zones. It appears maybe not. It appears maybe not. That is another project. Once all the invaders get built, is to maybe refine my custom invasion zones. Start figuring out which places I actually get invasions in versus where I want to get invasions, and places where I'm like not inclined to ever get invasions, or places where the invasions are terrible. I can remove those from the list and get something even quicker. I'm gonna keep spamming until I hit this fucking wall over here. And then if I hit the wall, then... It's good night. It's good night, Lucy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We officially hit the wall. All right. That's gonna do it then. That is gonna do it then. Let's see if there's anyone who is streaming that I would like to raid. Boo doo doo boo doo boo 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 doo boo doo boo doo. Holy shit. Dashing Saint is on a 13-hour fucking stream. What the fuck? I am not seeing anybody who's a raid interest for me. So I guess I'll just be done. And we'll be back on tomorrow. I'm on break this week, so I might actually stream every night. This depends on if I'm feeling up to it. But I'll probably see you tomorrow with more fresh builds and hot ball touching. Yeah. Everybody have a good night. See you, Knock. See you, Hayashi. Yeah.